stay at home and never volunteer.
Welcome, my night outers. That it was, wow. First minute, I'm already screwing up. The song you just heard was Whiskey Fire, Not Evil was the name of that song. Excellent show. I am DJ Psycho Eddie. You're listening to My Night Out Radio. In studio, we do have, well, just me and Tony tonight because I think I scared off another George.
You have once again sent another George out into the world to fend for himself.
Well, hopefully he'll be back next week, scared and shaking and cold. And only kidding, George. Wherever you are, hopefully you're having fun. Either way, guys, we got a good show for you tonight. Hopefully you've eaten something or you have snack food readily handy, because it's going to be all about food tonight. First off, if you have not been to our website yet, you need your fix of upcoming events. You want to check out mynightoutri.com, Facebook /mynightout. If you want to hit us up with some of your own music, if you want to send us comments, questions, if you want to be part of the show, hit me up. MyNightOutRadio@Verizon.net. Twitter, Instagram, either DJ Psycho Eddie or MyNightOutRI. On both Instagram and Twitter. Check them both out. I got to tell you, there is nothing better than introducing someone to a new food or something they've never tried, that fear in their eyes as they're trying to put it in their mouth, and when they finally... I'm talking about food, Tony.
Now, I was in that exact same situation with you and Jamaican cuisine. I had not really been exposed to Jamaican cuisine. Then Halfway Tree opened up. You went there kind of on your referral. I went there, and now I be loving me some Jamaican.
Oh, yeah, man. Well, I took my nephew. I had him do some work around the house. We had to go do some errands, and I had to stop and feed him because he's 16 and will pretty much eat the table if you don't feed him. But we stopped at Shannon View Inn in Warwick because it was close, and I've been there several times before. I had the Irish breakfast, which I've preached about before, but for those of you who are not well versed, it is 2 eggs, bangers, which is good sized sausage, rashers, which are little teeny tiny pork chops, which are really good too. Black pudding and white pudding, which are not pudding, which kind of threw my nephew off a little. Grilled tomato and toast. Well, black pudding and white pudding black pudding is a blood sausage. White pudding is the same thing without the blood in it. Even Tony's making that raised eyebrow. Holy crap. It does not taste like blood. If you cut your the blood off your finger, it does not taste like that. It actually has a very good spice profile to it. You taste a lot of allspice and cinnamon and stuff like that. It's really good. Well, I would not tell my nephew what was in it until afterwards, because he saw on the menu, I get to eat pudding for breakfast. Sure. So afterwards, he was a little freaked out, but not bad, and he actually really liked it. That was yesterday morning for breakfast. And following through, I had already blown the diet at breakfast, so I said, hell, why not? We stopped off at Millworks Tavern, which is the old Fuse on Providence Street.
Okay. I've seen the name around, but I didn't realize what the location was.
Yes, well,
I had gotten it confused with Ironworks Tavern.
Yeah, Ironworks is in Warwick. Millworks is in West Warwick. Beautiful downtown West Warwick, right over on Providence Street. I had to redeem myself a little bit, so I only had a salad and bruschetta, which was actually really good. I had the Caesar salad with the steak on it, and the bruschetta. It was on par, if not better, than most of the bruschetta I've ever had. And the best part of the whole transition going from Fuse to Millworks Tavern, they kept Donna. Donna is the chef. If they didn't have Donna, even when it was Fuse, I would go in. Is Donna working? No. I'd have a couple of beers and go somewhere else for dinner. That's how bad it was. But Donna is there. She has trained all the staff in how to properly cook her menu, and it is now her menu. You were going to say something?
I was trying to recall, because unfortunately our friends at Fuse didn't last very long, right? What was it before Fuse?
Before it was Fuse, it was Long Shots.
Okay.
That was a good friend of mine, Nate, and his family who ran that. They had issues with the landlord not wanting to fix stuff. That's why they got out of there. Fuse, it was a quick turnaround. Whatever the case was, one owner got out, the next owner got in. They didn't even change the candles on the table. They have cleaned the whole place, done some renovations since they've taken it over, and it's only been since, I think it was like Christmas that they did the switch over. Nobody lost a day of work. That's how quick the transition was. But that was stop number 2. And, of course, for dinner last night, yes, I did this all in one night, people. I am torturing my body for your entertainment. We hit Yi Express, which, unfortunately, as Tony saw earlier, I hit them again this afternoon.
In fact, the studio right now smells like Yi Express.
We stopped there. Fortunately for you, Tony, I had the sushi last night because I got the eel. We actually got the one of the small boats. It does travel well. They put them on a little traveling platter, but you got like 60 pieces of sushi, which was actually a really good price too. And then I got wonton soup to go along with it because their wonton soup has a very clean flavor to it. I really like it. They're over at 117 Main Street in West Warwick. You definitely want to check them out. I've told them several times, if the food wasn't as good as it is, I would probably ended up 1 block away over at a different Chinese restaurant. Unfortunately, they're having issues too.
A legendary.
It is a legendary establishment, but right now the legend is by name only. Their food has fallen. The liquor, on the other hand, the drinks are still flammable. I'm not going to mention names because I do not badmouth restaurants much. So that was my dining experience within the last 24 hours. So with that being said, before I start getting into some of the other topics I have for the evening, why don't we hit another song? We're going to do Jesse Minute this time, the now defunct Jesse Minute. The name of the song is Cinnamon. We'll be back in a minute.
What's a barricade? I heard it was a place, oh no. What's an Adderall? It happened to just take control. What's an officer? I heard it was a joke, oh no. With security, it happened to just take control. And then I heard it was an expression of what seemed supposed to say. Then I heard it was a cracking time. My life slips right away. Where's the officer? I heard it was a joke, oh no. What's that barricade? It happened to just take control. What's security? I heard it was a place, oh no. Oh no. Where's my Adderall? It happened to just take control. And then I heard it was an expression of what seemed supposed to say. And then I heard it was a cracking time. My life slips right away. A barricaded officer, security, and Adderall. I don't know what. Then I heard it was an expression of what seemed supposed to say. Then I heard it was a cracking time. My life slips right away. Okay.
Okay. That was a Jesse Minute. Name of the song was Cinnamon. By the way, and even Tony just caught on. I don't know if he just caught on to it, but I usually run the songs. I have a theme stuck in my head, and that's why I pick out the different bands and what have you. If you are starting to wonder what the theme is for the different music I pick out, shoot me an email, mynightoutradio@verizon.net, and I'll tell you what the theme is after you hear the songs. But this week, I think, is painfully obvious what it is. It's all female lead singers, and they all just happen to be beautiful women. It's merely coincidence. That's not why I picked them out. I picked them out because of the quality of the song. Well, getting back to the show itself, a couple of local establishments that you really want to check out. In fact, this one I'm going to tell you about right now is one that I myself have not yet checked out, but I've heard some very good reports on. It's called the Rhode Island Brew Bus. That's right. It's a bus that brings you around to breweries.
Their tagline should be "Keep your ass out of jail."
They should have lifetime membership if you get a DUI or something. But no, what they do is they go around to